From the very first day Amara became a mother, everyone around her noticed something unusual about her. Unlike other new mums who stayed alert and anxious, Amara would always find one excuse to close her eyes. The midwife even joked, "Madam, this one no-go stress you owe. She likes sleep past food." And the midwife was right. As a child, Amara had been famous in her neighborhood for dozing off at odd times. While her mates were playing Tenten and Sui, she would wrap herself in a small cloth, curl up in one corner, and snore like a tired goat. Aunties used to knock on her mother's door. "Mama Amara, your daughter has not moved since morning. Oh, is she sick?" Mama Amara would only smile and say, "Don't worry, she's just resting." Growing up didn't change her. In school, Amara slept through classes like it was her special calling. Her teachers shouted, her classmates teased, yet nothing could separate her from the ministry of sleep. So when she married Chaik, everyone in her family was curious. Will marriage cure this girl? At first, Amara tried. She woke early, cooked, cleaned, and looked like the perfect wife. Chaik was impressed. But after 2 weeks, the spirit of sleep returned in full force. She burnt food because she rested small, forgot laundry because she closed her eyes just for a minute, and even dozed off during morning prayers. Chaik loved her, so he endured it. But everything got worse when she gave birth to their first child, little David. From the day she returned from the hospital, Amara turned motherhood into her golden ticket to sleep. She would breastfeed halfway, then doze off with the baby still on her chest. She left feeding bottles on the stove until they melted. And once, Chaik came home to find her fast asleep while the baby cried himself hoarse in the cot. One Sunday afternoon, disaster struck. Chaik went to buy foodstuff at the market, leaving Amara with baby David. She promised, "Don't worry, I'll take care of him." But the moment he left, she stretched her legs on the sofa. Within minutes, she was snoring like thunder. Baby David crawled from the living room into the kitchen. There, he found a bag of rice, a bowl of palm oil, and an open container of powdered milk. Like a little scientist, I went to work. By the time Chaik returned, the entire kitchen was a war zone. Rice scattered everywhere like snow. Palm oil poured across the floor like a river, and in the middle sat David, his whole body white with powdered milk, his lips red with palm oil. "Jesus." "Cheek!" shouted. He rushed forward just in time to see David stretching his tiny hand towards a sharp kitchen knife. With lightning speed, he grabbed the child and pulled him close, his heart racing. Amara screamed, se jumped up, rubbing her eyes. And I only closed my eyes for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. This boy almost hurt himself. "Do you want to kill our son?" Chaik was trembling with anger and fear. But Amara, instead of apologizing, muttered, "You don't understand. Sleep is just too sweet." That night, Chaik could not sleep. He kept staring at his son, thinking of what could have happened. In the morning, he told Amara, "Pack your things. Go back to your mother's house. Until you learn responsibility, you won't stay here." Amara begged with tears, but Chaik was firm. He left the baby with his sister for safety and sent Amara home. At her mother's house, Amara expected comfort. But Amara only folded her arms and said, "So your husband sent you away because of sleep. Good. You better wake up now. If you cannot stay awake for your own child, then who are you?" Ashamed and rejected, Amara wandered around the compound like a lost traveler. That night, she tried sleeping outside on a wooden bench. For the first time in her life, sleep refused to come. Mosquitoes bit her. The ground was cold, and her stomach empty. Shivering, she whispered to herself, "If I survive this night, I will change." The next morning, while roaming the street, she saw a small signboard. Night security guard wanted, no sleeping allowed. 12-hour shift. Amara blinked. No sleeping. God, are you testing me? But deep inside, she knew this was her chance. She applied for the job. The manager laughed at first, but seeing her determination, he gave her an old torch, a whistle, and a faded uniform. That night, Amara began her new life from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. She stood at the gate, battling her greatest enemy, sleep. She sang loudly, slapped herself, poured cold water on her head, and even tied a rubber band around her wrist to snap whenever her eyes closed. Neighbors mocked her, but she pressed on. Day by day, she grew stronger. She lost weight, her eyes turned sharper, and slowly she became known as the Watchwoman. For 2 months straight, she conquered sleep. When she had saved enough, she returned to her mother with proof: her cracked heels, her uniform, and her ID card. "Mama, I've changed. I now understand the value of being awake." Mama Amara hugged her at last. "My daughter, you have truly graduated from laziness." With courage, Amara went back to Chaik's house. She knelt before him, holding baby clothes and formula she bought with her salary. "I came to beg not with tears, but with proof, and now work night shifts without sleeping. I can take care of our home." Chaik looked at her ID card and laughed. "You? Security guard?" "Yes," she replied firmly, "because I had to fight sleep before it destroyed my family." At that moment, baby David crawled out, saw his mother, and squealed with joy. Amara hugged him tightly, tears of love rolling down her cheeks. Chaik watched them silently, his heart softening. Finally, he sighed. "I will give you another chance. But this time prove with action, not words." From that day, Amara changed completely. She woke up early, cooked, cleaned, played with David, and supported Chaik. She had truly left the Ministry of Sleep and Hoined D Department of Action. And so, what looked like the end of a marriage became the beginning of a transformation. No matter your weakness, if you don't fight it, it can destroy your blessings. Responsibility requires sacrifice. Sleep is sweet, but family is sweeter. Thank you for watching this story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more African tales. See you in the next story.